How a grand opening at a Northwest Harris County hair salon got out of control.
Yeah, scary scene for hundreds of people after a chemical substance was deployed into the crowd by someone other than security or deputies. We sent a breaking news alert just before 10 this morning when we learned about the incident on your Click to Houston mobile app. Our Joy Addison has details.
Well, as you can see, people are still trickling into that store. When they make it to the door, they're being told that this building is now closed after we saw that crowd get out of control this morning. The fire marshal says this beauty supply store will be closed for at least another 8 weeks. Wright has about 2.3 million followers on Instagram and has famously styled Houston native Meg Thee Stallion and award-winning R&B artist SZA. About 14 hours ago, he advertised $300 to $400 wigs, $4,000 in cash, and other items being given away to the first shoppers that could make it to the store. These posts drew the initial crowd. Social media videos show hundreds of people inside of the store and over 500 people camping overnight in the store's parking lot, waiting for the grand opening the next day and the promise of more free items. After the crowd got out of control, police were called for a disturbance and for calls for heat exhaustion. Everyone that needed help was treated on the scene and it was cleared. The fire marshal then arrived and said the owner did not have the proper occupancy permits and closed the place down.
People started lining up at night, like they spent the night at 9. And by the time I came with my friend, it was already 5 in the morning. It was wrapped around. So we was just trying to get the back to school deals. I have a daughter. I wanted to get her some barrettes, some beads, like the little girly things for her. Didn't even get to get in. They started fighting over bundles, fighting over wigs. I feel like if they had the proper structure, form the lines, like the barricade and stuff, then it would have went smoother because it would have been no room for anybody to cut. And they also started forming another line on the other side. People got maced. Police came out.
Once the doors were closed, someone used this as an opportunity or for whatever reason felt they needed to disperse the crowd. Those that were affected were treated by EMS. We had several medical issues came up along with the disbursement of the potential chemical agent, as well as heat exhaustion and some other traffic stuff unrelated to this.
And despite the grand opening that is still being advertised on social media for tomorrow, police and the fire marshals have confirmed this business will stay closed until the proper permits are secured and security is there to welcome the crowds. Reporting from the Northwest Side.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Koalayla, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of JMS for the 100% doctrine and truth. That's also teach and rule well in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the whole Philadelphia on the four corners of the earth. That's also pushing 100% doctrine and truth and sincerity and ruling well. To you, I want to say Shalom. There's a brother in the car coming back with another short edifying lesson, Lord willing. And you see the video in the beginning, a little short clip of the so-called, as you can see, nigga woman fighting over bundles. Mainly it's just for the bundles. They say other things like prize and stuff like that. But these openings, and I might name this title, you can fight for bundles, but you fight for salvation or something like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up with a title soon, but yeah, but our people, they rather be stuck in folly, because that's all just folly shit. Like this for a fucking wig that's gonna burn out in 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? You camp out at a store for fucking fake hair. Like it was a saying of why would you trust anybody who wear hair on their head and eyelashes on their eyelashes? That's one of the sayings. But we'll get into some scripture. It's gonna be a little short edifying lesson. But when I seen this video, I said, man, come on now, that's just ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? So I do want to start with. Give me a moment here. I'll slack you. But Isaiah chapter 65, verse 1. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me unto a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread up my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. So you could tell me Out of all those women, and it was some men in that crowd, do they even know of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah? I bet you they don't. They don't know the gospel, but they'll fight for something that's not even incorruptible. Like, you know, you can get you a bundle and somebody could just easily steal that shit from you, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason we don't focus on worldly things like that, you know, because our riches in heaven. You see what I'm saying? You know, now I ain't aiming this towards the sisters in the truth. They understand. Because like that, you know, shit like that is just ridiculous, man. Now the girl at the end trying to make a sense she doing it for a daughter, man, she was gonna get some abundance too. You ain't gotta fucking lie. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasure upon earth, where moth and rust and doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor dust nor corrupt, or where thieves do not break in or not steal. For where is treasure, there will be also there will your heart also be. So yeah, man, they go crazy over that shit, man. It's like, and you know, you could have simply just ordered that shit offline. But I guess when you hear free, they just go crazy over it, and people start, doing chemical substances over there and stuff like that. And then even in the crowd, it's like some of them they're just to be there because that's more of a function, man. But back to Isaiah 65 verse 3, because we in them times, man, you know, you can't be focused on worldly things. You see what I'm saying? Those are the type of women that will take the C-hip if they can't get their fucking wig, man. That's a great example. Or I can't get my hair done. Fuck that. I need to go and take this chip. Fuck that. I need my new wig. I gotta post up on Instagram and Facebook. And it's also towards the men. You men be about to cry and kill yourself over these fucking women like that, man. You know, you be ready to kill another man over a woman who don't give a fuck about you, man. Like, these are the same women who will let a rapper spit in their fucking mouth or their face, man. You see what I'm saying? But moving on. So I'm gonna read Isaiah chapter 65 verse 2. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in the way that was not good after their own thoughts. So I bet you all the camps around the world, I bet you they won't stop and listen one bit. They will walk right past a camp that's for salvation, that can save their life. But they would fuck around and go to a grand open hair store and camp out for hours for that shit. Camp out hours for some fucking hair. Catching heat strokes and all that type of shit for some hair. But you want to listen to the man of the Lord that you could be saved. This is the point of this video. Like, shit like this is just ridiculous. You see how I put foolish people in all the scriptures. So this is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 3. People that provoke me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificed and gardens and burnt incense upon altars of bricks, which remain among the graves and the lodge and the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and abominable things in their vessels. And that's also talking about these churches, you know, because it graves in the back of some graves in the back of churches. And what do people do? They do eat swine flesh in them churches because they think the law is done with. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 21. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? So right now, we blowing the trumpet, giving our warning what's to come, and our people are just in folly. You know, they just don't care. They want to be seen. They want to be the next big thing on this side. Like I said, they want to be richest right now. They don't want to wait. They have that Esau spirit. That's what's wrong with Esau. Esau sold his birthright because he wanted to eat right now. He didn't want to wait. You know, our people need to learn to detach from the society, man. You know, because it's gonna get you fucked up. You can't let go of things of the world. You know, and I about no hair shit, man. I never got it why women wear wigs. And some girls be having some good amount of hair and still decides to buy a wig. You see what I'm saying? Spend half of their check to buy a damn wig or get a sew-in, man. And think that they bad as shit ever, man. This is Jeremiah 4:22. This is one of my favorite scriptures coming up. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Scottish children, and they have not understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. It is out there like a wild animal. This straight heathens, man. You see what I'm saying? And all this shit going on, but they rather sit there for some fucking fake hair, for horse hair. Horse hair that's being a horse's ass. Put on your head. This is Hosea 4:6. For my people destroy for lack of knowledge, because they has rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High. I will also forget thy children, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I will change their glory into shame. Especially you nigger woman, man, coming into these last days, y'all gonna realize you gonna need a man in the Lord. That's what Isaiah 4 is gonna really kick in. You know, if you don't go ahead and take the C up. And anyway, most of y'all women gonna take the C up, man, because you can't even go a day without fucking eating, a day without getting your hair done every fucking week. You know, it's we coming to them times, man. And I seen that video, it is ridiculous, man. Let's touch on some little bit more scriptures, because I bet you majority of them hear the gospel about that. Now I'm trying to say there's nothing wrong for doing that, getting beaten and stuff for your kids and stuff like that, and getting your hair done. But it's a way of going by things, man. That is just ridiculous. And then like I said, these are the same nigga women who will go on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, YouTube, and talk shit about the men of the Lord, man. And say that we preaching hating on this shit, man. The same ones wearing them same fucking bundles they're fighting over. You know, I wish they had the same fight for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has to have a fight for fucking fake hair. You'll camp out and wait for fake hair, but you won't sit down and listen to an edifying lesson to the brothers on a video. You don't want to get your house in order and take heed. You see what I'm saying? You know. But I'm going to read this. I'm going to close it out. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 9. This said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and shew mercy, compassion every man to his brother. And oppose not the widow, nor the fatherless, nor the stronger, nor the poor. Let none of your imagine evil against your brother in your heart. But they refuse to hearken, and they pull away the shoulder and stop the ears and should not hear. And that's what a lot of two-thirds of our people do, man. They pull away the shoulder, man. They don't care for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what they care about. Worldly things, man. It's just folly, man. They ain't folly. I'm going to read one more. Zechariah chapter 7, verse 12. Yeah, they made their hearts as adamant stone, lest they should hear the law, and the words which the Lord Yahweh Hashem has have sent his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore come a great wrath from the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts. Therefore it is in the past that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I will not hear, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So we coming into them times, man. It's gonna get worse and worse, man. And I know, honestly, the true sisters of the Lord, they ain't gonna be out there capping out for no fucking hair that's gonna be fucked up in 2 weeks, man. All that shit is just stupid and corruptible, man. You know, like I said, I know there's a lot of sisters who wear wigs and braids, and I ain't saying something wrong with that. That's your style, that's your style, but don't be overindulged into like that, man. 'Cause that's just straight chaos, you know. Like that's almost similar to that fucking Lula Lemon video, you know, twerking inside that fucking store. It just, you know, our women just, man, just is fucked up, man. I want to touch on folly. No socials on folly too, man, because most of them out there, they didn't care for the hair. They just want to be on camera, man. They love that camera life. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. I'm going to keep on going now. At Proverbs chapter 14, verse 18. The simple inherit folly, but to be true or crime with knowledge. Proverbs 15:21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly, man. So, just the main point of that video. That's all. A little bit short, man. They just popped on my feed, and I just thought it was ridiculous, man. Cause they're just in folly, man. They're not focused. What's to come? Profits is going up. You worrying about some hair bundles, man. And it's not even about the hair bundle. It's about you're camping out and you're just going through all that chaos with a bunch of people just to be seen and shit like that, and running up to the damn truck. Like, damn, man. Like, if you had that same attitude towards Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua, you would be saved, man. But anyway, I'm going to close it out. Lord, when you find the short edifying, this short lesson edifying, Lord willing, I want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. Amen. Shalom.